garden is in ruins, but I still can salvage some stuff in here. Spike that boy up. Is this growing into the ground? Oh, it is rooting. That's crazy. All right. Chickens. Check out the roots on that. So the garden is looking a little rough. Things are torn down. Planted some corn here that I'm gonna flip around, something's eating it up. I can see clearly some worms are having a field day with the corn, so gonna have to go back to the drawing board with that. The green beans got to come out. I think I'm gonna plant some more. The only thing that seems to be doing all right is I have some cucumbers here that I'll get trellis. Chickens making their way into the garden. I got cayenne peppers here that need to be harvested. I'm gonna dry these out. And I have some jalapenos out here too. What else is still growing? Yeah, this is what happens when you don't go in your garden for a while. It's not for a while, but just been busy with other things. And it's been too hot, but these are my sweet potatoes here. That's kind of raging out of control, so I'm gonna have to cut it back. Maybe check, see what's going on. Same here, more sweet potatoes. But basically, I'm back in the garden and do a lot of cleanup. These beds here, flowers are starting to die. I planted some, what is this? These were green beans here. And you can see, again, some kind of pest is getting after it. So, I thought these were bush beans, but they look to be like pole beans, so that's not gonna work. So we'll need to take care of that. This happened a while back. before the tropical storm Debbie came here, but I had loofahs that were sitting in this bed here that ended up falling over and then knocking over the tomatoes. So I gotta cut this out. I have carrots here that are flowering. So again, just overgrown. Like, I don't know if you see the crowns down there. But I need to get in here and harvest the carrots in this bed here. Let's take another one through. I had cantaloupes growing here. And I thought they were going to continue to do all right, but for whatever reason, things were just falling off. As you can see, that bad boy's busted up. There's no one growing here, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to do well. I do have my bell peppers. Showing a little bit of a blossom rot, but there's a lot of flowers on here, so I'm just gonna maybe put these in cages, have a little more support for them. Gonna remove this basil here. It's just starting to bolt, as you can see. So I'm gonna just take that all out. So I got an empty bed here. I'm looking to start some lettuce here. Actually, I've started lettuce. I gotta get it planted. More basil. Again, I'm gonna cut this out. It's starting to bolt. The leaves are getting really, they're not as young as they are when they're, you have to make like 3 or 4 cuts. So yeah, my issue is bugs, never bunnies or squirrels. In fact, there was actually one squirrel that would run across this fence line here, I noticed lately, and it was coming with a tomato in his hand. But I wish I had tons of zucchini. I think I only got like 3 or 4. Actually, I think I got a squash growing that I have to plant. But here, I try scattering out, radishes. But as you see, there's tons of weeds in here. So I just need to come through this bed here and just rework it. This here is actual radishes that need to be harvested. Let's see, this is French breakfast, but as you can see down here, tons of radish. So I need to get those out. Again, another bed that needs to be cleaned up. I got a bunch of beds that have to be cleaned up. It's crazy. And then this is celery, but I think it's run its course because a lot of the celery is starting to fall off. There was 18 in this bed. Yeah, I have mint, but mint will go crazy. Like if you're not careful, mint will just spread like wildfire, which I don't want to have happen in my garden. I do have mint, those in a grow bag. More corn. There's still something coming, eating at it, but it's doing a little bit better than the other bed of corn. What is this here? I still can grow tomatoes, so again, there's a situation where I have a tomato plant growing that I might look to transplant, pot, keep it growing. Same thing here. I might cut some of these back here and see if I can propagate some of these tomato plants. Yeah, temperature's been very unbearable. Plus, when you have a watering system that didn't work the way you had intended, that also did not help. Again, I had a bunch of little tomatoes sitting in here. These were Roma tomatoes, but as you can see here, there's a bunch of plants growing. So again, I might look to transplant these guys so I can have at least some canning tomatoes I can grow. We still have some warm months ahead of us. These are all tomatoes that has to get cleaned up. And again, I gotta do some weeding. The weed has gotten out of control, so I gotta get some more mulch. This bed here is fully taken by. I don't know how this stuff gets in the bed, but clearly it's raging. Again, more peppers. But a lot of work to do. My greenhouse. The plastic started ripping, so I had to take it down. What I'm learning is just plastic type structure are not going to hold up in my backyard just with the winds. Got my compost pile there going. Thought about doing pumpkins, but I need to see how long it takes for them to grow. I just don't know if I have enough time to really have pumpkins the way you want to have pumpkins, which is like in October. Checking for some eggs here. Got anything going on? Oh, we do got an egg here. A silky egg. Anything else in here? No. Okay. Are you coming out or what? You don't like you coming out? All right. Close that up. I mean, I like pumpkin pie. I really don't care much for pumpkin pie. I have pumpkin seeds. I definitely have to look it up then and just see if it's something I can do. And just needing the space to do it in. So I just got to find space in the yard where I can grow it, because I don't think I'll be able to do it in one of these beds just because they get so big. As you can see here, the chicken's been in these beds here. Doing like a little dirt bath, whatever. And then here are my Meyer lemons in a pot. They're looking really healthy. They're starting to get a little yellowish hue to them. Chickens on the porch. They gotta get up out of here. And this is a really cool plant. Someone gave it to me like in a really small cup. It's called Vicks plant, but the leaves are very soft and it smells like Vicks vapor rub. But this thing was originally like maybe just this here, and it's grown to that. So I'm gonna propagate this here. I made a video about this a while back where I was propagating a bunch of them, but I'm gonna do the same thing with this plant here and hopefully be able to offer kind of like in a market garden for people that want like house plants that has like medicinal purposes, such as this guy here. Some Sylvie, Pepper, Lucy, Honey, Laney, Cookie, and then there's good old Olive, my green acre, messing with my fig tree, which this thing is loaded with a bunch of figs all up and down it. If you want a fast growing fruit tree, I highly recommend getting one of these things here. Again, great fruit tree to have if you want some fruits that you can enjoy, compared to, like, I have this apple tree here. What kind of apple tree is this? This is a Gala apple tree. I'm like maybe another year, maybe two before I get anything from it. This is nectarine. This here is Granny Smith apple tree. And then over here is Tangerine, residential neighborhood. We had a rooster, but luckily we have some friends that have a farm that was able to give them to. So, but yeah, I am like on less than a third of an acre. My garden, I have these cedar beds are 3x6, but I have 18 of them. And then I have these 1x6 beds in the back behind these beds here. I have 5 of those 1x6 beds, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 7 of the 4x2 metal galvanized beds. Just eggers, no meat, chickens at this point in this journey. I'm not saying I won't ever, but for right now, no. I have friends that I can get fresh meat from if I needed to, and we have. So these are 30-gallon grow bags here that I grow potatoes in. So I got like 5 of those. Yeah, 5. And get my sweet potatoes are in them. But getting ready to get this all cleared out. Obviously, I'll keep my peppers and at least the cucumbers, maybe another bed of tomatoes. But I'm gonna try to plant some more potatoes, and then start getting some lettuce going. Eventually, I'll have to get some, start some broccoli, like a broccolini variety, maybe some bok choy. Just get ready to do some fall veggies. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make a video about like how my garden started. I've been living in my house maybe over 15 years, and it's definitely evolved. The space alone has changed dramatically, as well as where my garden was located. So I just want to kind of share what that looked like, and hopefully it inspires you to keep making adjustments as you get into gardening or figuring out what to do with space. So, but yeah, I just want to kind of do a walkthrough of what I got going on. It's a little bit overwhelming, but with us having these like fall mornings, it might make it a little bit easier to get out here, get this done a lot quicker. But I have some seeds that I need to start, some more seeds I need to start so I can get them in my bed. So as I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe 13 beds, not counting the other ones outside that I can use for like lettuce growing or something else. So, but now I gotta go in the house, make some coffee, see what's going on. Appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have a great day. Happy Thursday. But gonna get some coffee going myself, maybe get some work done, and then might get out here later on and do some fishing. Which I didn't show, but again, if I'm not doing garden work, I'm out back here fishing. Thanks for the sub. And this is either where I'm at fishing. But since my kid got practice this evening, I might be fishing at the school spot again. try my luck there. So, anyways, hope everyone have a great day. And again, thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you when I'm on next time. Peace.